If you hear this, stay still. I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm saying it because movement is what it listens for. I didn't know that at first. None of us did. The message started appearing everywhere. Bathroom mirrors fogged with words that weren't there a moment before. Sticky notes stuck to dashboards with handwriting no one recognized. Audio files left on phones that no one remembered recording. Every version said the same thing: if you hear this, stay still. No signature, no explanation. Most people laughed it off. It's an urban legend, a marketing stunt, some creepy arg. I wish it had been. The first real incident happened on a train. A woman stood up to get off at her stop. That's all she did. She stood. The security cameras didn't show anything unusual. No attacker, no fall. One moment, she was there. The next, the space she occupied wasn't. Like someone had erased her without touching the surroundings. Her bag fell to the floor a second later. Empty. Then came the recordings. People started finding audio files on their phones, always titled, "Stay Still," recorded at times they were asleep. At first, it just sounded like static. Then, breathing. Then, movement. Footsteps that weren't footsteps. A dragging sound that didn't belong to anything with weight. And beneath it all, a voice. Not speaking. Listening. The files ended abruptly. No scream, no struggle. Just a soft, final shift in sound. Those people were gone by morning. Their beds undisturbed. Their doors locked. Their rooms wrong. Something about the space felt stretched, thin. Like the room had learned where a person used to be. The authorities told us not to share the recordings. Said they were causing panic. They were right about one thing. Listening made it worse. The thing learned. It learned the sound of our fear. It learned the rhythm of our breath. It learned how we shift our weight just before we decide to move. That's when the second message started appearing, always after the first one. If you hear this, stay still. If you hear breathing that isn't yours, don't react. By then, I had my own recording. I found it on my phone at 3:12 a.m. Timestamped, while I was asleep. I didn't want to play it. I already knew what was on it. But curiosity is a movement of the mind. And that was enough. The audio began with silence. Then my breathing. Then, something else matching it. Not copying. Syncing. I heard my bed creak. I heard fabric shift. I heard myself inhaled something inhaled slightly before me. Then the whisper. Not words. A test. That's when I realized it wasn't hunting. It was waiting to be acknowledged. I didn't move. Didn't swallow. Didn't even blink. The recording ended with a sound like pressure releasing. Like something letting go. I was still alive. For now. Since then, the warnings have changed. They're more specific now. If you hear this, stay still. If you hear your name whispered, don't answer. If you feel watched, don't look. People who follow the rules survive. People who panic disappear. That's why I'm telling you this. Quietly, carefully. Because if you're hearing my voice right now, if the sound in your room suddenly feels thicker, If your own breathing feels too loud in the silence, it's already nearby. Don't check your phone. Don't adjust your position in your chair. Don't prove you're here. It doesn't see. It doesn't touch. It listens, and if you stay perfectly still for long enough, it will move on, unless you already shifted.